Plays on. Baccus! 1-0 to the Wanderers. Frustration ends right on the stroke of half-time. We were past the allotted 2 minutes, and Keanu Baccus has his first A-League goal in game number 24, and it was travelling into the bottom corner. Thumping strike.
It's the duty again. Hamill was rising, falls at the back post. There's the equaliser, and it's Keanu Baccus with just his second A-League goal, but that will mean a whole lot to those fans.
Welcome to another episode of the First Phase podcast. We're back, Stevie.
Another week, here we are again. Looking forward to it.
Reda, you're back. You decided to turn up again.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's a record for you.
I'm actually doing
First
pretty
time.
well.
Yeah.
I'm doing very well.
Let's see when that stops.
Nah, I'll keep going.
And today's special guest is Wanderers and the Olyroos midfielder Keanu Baccus. How you doing, man?
Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, is it really
Thanks
a
for
pleasure?
having
or
me.
you just
Yeah, I love being in the factory.
So you trained in here last year for a little bit, and you coached a bit.
Yeah.
How do you find it in here?
Yeah, it's local for me, so I love being in the factory. Working with you guys, it's been good working with Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taught me a lot in a short time, so it's good.
How much did he pay you to say that?
You don't have to lie. It's all right, mate.
So what's been happening, man? You came back from Olyroos duty. You've had a pretty good A-League season. You've been starting pretty much nearly every game. How's the season been for you so far?
Yeah, it's been a good season. I can't complain too much. We have a good gaffer this year. He has a lot of faith in me, trusts me a lot. Yeah, we've worked hard, but it's been unfortunate to not make the be able to play finals this year. Yeah, I think I've done well. I'm a bit tired from the last trip in Cambodia, still, but yeah, it was good. It's been good, working hard.
Yeah. Have you just found that this year, it just took you guys a little longer to find gel together with a new manager and everything?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had some good performances at the start of the year where we didn't get results, which ultimately hurt us now at the back end. So yeah, we take positives. There's a lot of young boys that come through the system that are doing well. The likes of Tass, Abe, myself, Tate. Yeah, so next year's a big year for us.
Yeah, and you've signed a 3-year deal, so you'll be there for another 3 years?
Yeah, I'll be there for another 3 years.
So you're Wanderers boy through and through?
Yeah.
So we'll just pick it up from basically how you started and how you end up playing Wanderers. We kind of do that every week, just to give people a little glimpse of how you kind of developed through the ranks.
Yes.
So you started at Parkley?
Yeah, I started at Parkley from 5 years old. I started playing soccer.
At what age did you go, I want to be a professional footballer?
Well, I always saw my brother play, and I guess from 5 I always had fun, and I scored goals, played more as a striker. I saw my brother play, and he started to get serious about it. So, yeah, I thought maybe I could follow his footsteps. I think people thought maybe I was a bit too young to ever, be in the likes in the same conversation as him. He's such a skillful player, good player, regarded highly in Australia as a young boy. So it was, being 7 years younger, it was tough. A lot of people would ask me about him when I was trialing or if I was playing games, but yeah, it was good. I thought, maybe I could make a name for myself and really do something and push. And yeah, it was 9 when I left Parkley. About 9 years old, I went to Fairfield Hotspurs.
Yeah.
So I think they helped me a little bit in development. There was a coach that really took me on board. His name was Frank. Took me on board and really pushed me to enjoy it, but to make it a bit more competitive. So from about 9 years old, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah, maybe it could be a career path for me.
Yeah. And then what age? Then you went to Blacktown Spartans? Yeah.
I went to Spartans for 2 years in Metro, and then Met West. I played under 12s, 13s. At Marconi, I was under 13s, and that's probably when I thought the travel was getting a bit much for my parents.
Yeah.
Obviously, I couldn't drive myself, but my mum and dad were taking me everywhere. They did it with my brother, so it was, probably going to do it with my younger brother. So I felt sorry for them. So, I went back to Blacktown City, Blacktown Demons at the time.
Yeah.
From 14s, had Anthony Mansueto as a coach there. So he was a good mentor. He was a player, so he taught us a lot as young players developing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14s, 15s, 16s. I was at Blacktown City. 18s. Yeah, it was where it sort of.
So what age did you join the Wanderers?
Yeah, it was 18s when I was playing. I was still about 15, 16. I was playing with Reda's brother, Yasser, at the time. Yeah, we had a great team. Mario was there. We had a great team. We were winning things, winning games, enjoying football, but developing, I think. Yeah, it was 18. Trevor Morgan, I was still 17 maybe at the time. Trevor Morgan got a hold of me. He contacted my parents and said he's been watching me play. Yeah, he's been scouting and he wants me to come have a trial. So, yeah, just before this trial, I actually broke my ankle.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think I was 16 maybe at the time. I'd done my ankle and I thought, there's a dream, yeah, and it's my dad was thinking, oh, you can't, it's the wrong time, it's bad timing. But, everything happens for a reason. So, yeah, I had some time off and then Trev said he still wants to take me into the team. He wants to make me a part of the NYL team at that stage. So I was very pleased, I was happy. So it took me a while to, get up to speed and get back fit, and my ankle was still, and I was young, so I wasn't up to speed as with the other boys. So yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, and then once you made it into the team, how'd you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I played the first year. I was still 16, 17, as I was saying, and it was tough to crack into the first team. I was playing with the likes of Richie Darko. There was Kuzmanovsky. There was great players at the time. Liam Yulee, Martin Lowe, and they were players on the fringe of first team. So it was very tough to play over them, but they taught me a lot, and it taught me to wait for my turn and take my chance.
Yeah. How do you feel? Like you're from the Blacktown area, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
To play for the Wanderers.
Yeah. I've grown up here in Blacktown, so yeah, it's a privilege to play for the Red and Black. I love it. I wouldn't think of anything better. I couldn't think of anything better in Sydney, to be honest. Yeah, just very grateful for the chance I was given when I was at such a young age.
Yeah. Yeah,
to learn from the boys playing, and then yeah.
Yeah, and then you're in the Ollie Roos team at the moment.
Yeah, so there's a transition. I played Young Socceroos and now Ollie Roos, and it's finally my age group where I think, yeah, it's a step up now where I have to take initiative. I'm one of the leaders, I guess, in the team, being one of the older boys. I mean, 97s and 98s are the older boys for the Ollie Roos team. So, yeah, it's good that I can transition from being a young boy to now hopefully being one of the leaders in the team.
Yeah, and how's it working with like Arnie at that level?
Yeah, it's a very good trip up. The first time having Arnie, he's a very good coach. He knows what he's doing. He's full on. He takes care of the boys. Good man manager. Yeah, can't complain. And Rene, with the likes of Rene, he's overseas. He's had the experience, so they teach us a lot. Yeah.
So you're only saying that just to keep your spot in the
they've proved themselves.
That's all right. We'll cut it out.
Yeah. They proved themselves at the highest level, so
that's
give
good.
them that.
How was the trip to Asia, qualifying for the?
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, first week in Malaysia, we played 2 trial games. We're still getting to know each other as a team, all the boys. Yeah, we were gelling. Didn't have the best results in the trial games, but I think we really clicked in the games. Yeah, we're unlucky not to win the last game against South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel we're moving forward as a nation, as a country, which is good.
Yeah, at that level. Someone's fun as
young,
well.
yeah, the young
Steve, the culprit. Yeah, so the overall, do you feel like you're on track to try and make, Socceroos debut in the next couple of years?
Yeah, it's not something I think about too much. I mean, it is a big step, so try to take day by day, game by game. Yeah, just play good for the club. When I get my chance at national level for under 23s, try and perform if I get on the field. Yeah. But yeah, just day by day, and grateful for every opportunity and chance.
Yeah, you're very humble, man. We're expecting more smack talk and name and shame a couple of players in the team.
My brother's probably a better person.
On the field, we just spoke about it before. Is you're the most relaxed, cool, polite kind of guy, and then on the field you got like the most red cards, most aggressive, most violent. No,
yeah, I've been unlucky. I had the VAR last year too, so yeah, this year's one was a bit silly, but I guess I'm passionate, so it shows. But yeah, it might go over the top a little bit, but I'll learn. I'm still young, so hopefully people can forgive me.
I've
I'll
got
learn.
I've got a question for you, Keanu. So we really saw you into the first team at Wanderers when you had Josip Gumbau. Do you feel like every player needs a coach that trusts them to be able to get that opportunity and hold on to it?
Yeah, I think with my mannerisms, I think that really helped me. Being a little bit, I wouldn't say I'm shy, but I was a little bit more quiet. And there's other boys where they're extroverts, they're loud, they're confident. I think that's a good attitude to have in soccer, but yeah, everyone's different, and that kind of mentor and coach really helped me to start and boost my career, kickstart my career.
Yeah. So what's it been like, the transition? Because you were there when Papa was there. Then you went through Gombau, and now Babel. How have you found like the transition going across like three coaches and styles? Have you found it difficult to adjust, or has it come natural to you?
It's not too bad to adjust. I mean, it's hard when you want to prove yourself to one and another one comes in and you have to do the same thing. There's different styles of play, the coach, but you learn a little bit from every coach and every mentor, and they all have their traits. They're all good in their own way, and I respect them all for all giving me a chance.
How'd you feel like this year? You had a new coach. You probably thought, crap, I started working my way up last season. Now I'm going to do it again. And from the get-go, the coach trusted you, played you. You started from the first game of the season, yeah?
Yeah, coaches always have favourites. So sometimes you're scared they're going to bring their own players in. Well, not scared, but you're always up for any challenge. But, you don't know if you're going to be in his plans for that season. And pre-season's big in Australia because it's 3 months and you have so much time to prove yourself.
Long.
But it's so long and draining. But you have so much time as well to prove yourself, which is good. You have a lot of trial games, a lot of training. So he'll pick from pre-season who he thinks he wants to play and who's in his plans, what the season's going to be like. You can sort of you can pick and choose.
Yeah, well, that's actually a good point you brought up with the pre-season being like 3 months. How do you stay focused and not, it's quite easy to think, I better not go in too hard because I'll get injured and I'll miss out the season. Like, how do you balance that to putting in good performances in training and trials for 3 months? Like, that's half the season.
I think at training, you should give your all, 100% all the time. I don't think you should ever, give half or slack off or think you're going to get injured, because going in soft in a challenge could mean a worse off injury. So every time I'm on the pitch, I try to give my best. If it's at training, I'll always work hard, and
you're never worried, I might get injured, I might miss out the season or anything.
Never, no.
This is what I do. I want to do it, whether it's pre-season, season.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of faith in a plan, and the man upstairs, he has a plan for us. So I'll always work my hardest on the pitch, regardless. If I'm a bit sore, a bit tired, I'll still try to give my all.
Yeah. Steve?
What?
You've been quiet today?
This is too long. It's great having you in. Yeah, so this year, obviously, I'm a Wanderers fan, and I don't hide that. It's been a tough year. You've probably been one of the ones that has actually had a consistent, solid year, which has been awesome to see. How does that feel, being a Western Sydney player, a Western Sydney person, wearing the jersey that represents our area, and then seeing like kind of the seasons that we've had this year and last year? Obviously, on a personal note, it's been a positive, but for the people of the area and obviously for the supporters, it's probably been a disappointing year. Yeah,
people are always saying now that because we've transitioned out of Parramatta, that it hasn't been the most positive of 2 years. But as I was saying before, there's always positives. I mean, there's some young boys that have come out of the NYL and they've picked out and they've done well and they've progressed. So the future of the club, I think, is looking good. The new gaffer is good, and you can rely on him for next year to, I think, he'll bring in some good players we have good players, there's new players. Yeah, be a fresh start in the new stadium, in the new facilities. I think it's on the up. I know these last 2 years we haven't, hit expectations. We haven't made finals maybe, but I think there's definitely positives you can take out of the 2 years.
How excited are you to go back to Paris? So were you there back in the days as a fan? So visiting Para and going to games there, and now playing.
The last 2 years, or 2 years before I signed my first pro deal. I was in the stadium my brother wasn't quite there yet. It was still Sporanovic, Halidi was there, Hersey, watching them at Para. Yeah, it was so loud. The atmosphere was amazing.
What's your favourite chant?
Ole, ole, ole. Oh, BB. Yeah, hopefully he can get back to that soon. And
do you feel like that will come back with the new stadium?
I think slowly, yeah. I think once, of course, everyone has to be happy. So once we start getting a good run of games, couple good results, maybe a couple months. If we start off good next season, you never know. The sky's the limit. We hope that it gets back to that.
Because we've seen the numbers drop, especially this season.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve discussed it before. It was a match against Central Coast. It was very quiet.
Yeah, and you get a lot of complaints.
How do you play in a stadium like that?
You get a lot of complaints that it's the stadium, if it's spotless, that you're so far away, you're not engaged with the players.
Yeah.
So I understand where the fans are coming from with that regard. But I mean, I feel like we can get back to where we were, and I think we will. And the sooner the better.
Yeah.
Do you find it difficult to play at like spotless or at the Olympic Stadium and stuff like that?
Yeah, I try not to let it affect me personally.
Yeah. But do you think players do get affected by it, or it's just an excuse?
Yeah, well, some people would probably buzz off, the crowd and the atmosphere, but I don't think it'll affect too many. I don't think in our club it doesn't affect us. We always try our best, give our all. I think we've put in some good performances. It might not be as consistent as we wanted this year, but there's been some good string of games. Maybe we were a bit unlucky in results. Even if it was scoring goals or maybe conceding at the wrong time. But I think this year wasn't. I think it was better than what. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good year.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, because it is a transition period from like when Papa left. Even as the last season, wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And you've gone, basically 3 coaches in that time, so it's going to take time to adjust and rebuild and all that kind of stuff, like most clubs do.
Exactly.
And then obviously you guys are back at, Parramatta, new Parramatta Stadium. So.
Yeah, and it looks amazing, to be fair.
Have you been out yet?
I haven't. No, opening day soon, but
yeah.
And first game Leeds. So
yeah, well, Steve will there with his shirt off in the RBB.
Shirt off in the RBB.
No, Redder will be there then.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there as a fan.
Yeah.
Not with his shirt off?
No, I'll keep my shirt off.
So how do you find like Australian football, like development wise? You've come through the ranks, you've seen other players like, in different clubs and different, from the NPL, like we've spoken about it the last few weeks, the motivation behind players, NPL, you're people getting up to like three grand a week, and they train twice a week, they have their full-time job, they're not motivated to become a pro. Do you find that kind of that culture in Australia is difficult to develop as a footballer when you have like temptations, when you're on a scholarship where it's only like 30 grand a year? Not saying you, but players, they just go, well, what for? I can just go play NPL when I don't have to work as hard. And
yeah, I think but in saying that, I don't think I should start there. I think if you look overseas, you probably look at academies in Ajax, for example, in Netherlands. They start from 10, 11, 12, and they're born and bred in football, and everything's football, and maybe their parents or grandparents played, and it's full on from then. And I think that's what Australia should get to, when it's start younger. You're talking about the NPL, but a lot of those guys are already 20 years old and over, and there's not much more time to develop. I think if we started the kids younger, with good coaches, good coaching programs, learning the game inside out from a younger age, I think we'll produce a lot more players, and just Australian football will become better.
Yeah. Now you've played away with the Socceroos and the under-20s as well.
Young Socceroos.
Yeah, Young Socceroos, and Ollie Roos. Do you see much of a difference with us in Asia? Is there a big step?
I think there definitely was. I think now it's getting close. Yeah, it's very close, and it's getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
So they're transitioning. Like if you look at South Korea, we played them. Yeah, such a good team. They didn't give up. Credit to them in the game. Some very skillful players and good players that we probably don't see much of on TV. But just good talented players that will make a career.
Yeah.
Out of themselves.
What's the biggest things that stand out in those kind of games between, So there's no obviously typical Australian player, but in Asia it is more typical. It's technical. It's short. It's that kind of game. What are the biggest things that stand out when you're playing those kind of games? So when you're dealing with those kind of players that you're playing against?
Yeah, they're different with their feet. Like they're very sharp, nippy. I find that they're very hard to tackle. They're probably not as strong physically as Australians, but just their physiques are smaller, but just so sharp, and the way they move, it's unbelievable. And on the ball, it's sometimes very hard to tackle the players, the skillful players, their number 10s, their wingers.
I heard they had a special player that came on in the second half.
Yeah, yeah, he was a little machine. He tore us apart, but if he was on from the start, you don't know, because if he can last with us physically, with Australians physically, it's hard, because we work hard here. People take our league for granted. It's very hard. It's very fast. It's physical. So he came on, and maybe we were a bit fatigued, and he did well, but we still held our ground, and we have some very talented players in our team as well.
Who's the most annoying player in that team?
Oh no, it's a good bunch of boys in the 23s. Yeah. Probably Abraham.
Is he your favourite A-League player?
Yeah, he's my favourite. So, me and him get on the most, which is good.
Yeah, does it make it easier, like going with a couple of Wanderers boys to?
Yeah, definitely. Because you don't know what you're gonna get with the boys, like attitude-wise. You don't know if you're gonna get on with them, how they are. But everyone's human at the end of the day. But it makes them more comfortable. Tass was in the team. Yeah, Abe and Tate was in the mix. So very much more comfortable knowing them and having them around.
But generally, like in those squads, you've kind of it's the same kind of pool of players over the years,
over the
right?
ages,
so
yeah.
you played with these guys, say like 3 years ago or something. It is that kind of, so you
majority
kind of familiar
of the a lot of the players I played with, young Socceroos, a lot of them had played in the Joeys. I didn't go through the Joey system, and and then you get one or two from overseas where you don't know, but they're always good boys and good players.
How was that getting, in international guys coming from overseas and seeing like their level of development? Can you spot the difference, or it was kind of like the same?
Definitely. In different positions, it's hard. As a centre back, it's hard to showcase your full ability. I mean, we had a defender that was really good. He defended very well. You could tell he was playing regularly. Yeah, the ones that are playing regularly, you can tell that. Yeah, they are.
Do you think they're at like a level above?
Yeah, I don't know if they're a step above, because people underestimate the A-League. But
yeah, no, definitely. That's why the question is it that much different to like a youth system overseas?
Yeah, maybe not at that age. Yeah, but a couple of years older, I think you can tell the difference. A couple of years more overseas, their legs get stronger. You can tell the difference. Yeah, I think.
Is that something you would want to do, to go overseas and play?
Yeah, definitely. It's a dream of mine to play overseas as a young boy, to play at the highest level, and just improve my game as much as I can and be the best person and player I can be. Yeah.
Where would you want to play?
Man City is
realistically where you.
Since we're bringing this topic, I mean, I know personally, but some people don't know, is that you actually had some offers you had some interest from overseas clubs. What exactly made you, and including some A-League clubs that were interested in you, what made you decide to stay at the Western Sydney Wanderers?
I think I wanted to develop my game a little bit more. I think I've still got a little bit more growing to do, a little bit more, physically, just to reach the level where I feel comfortable to go. I think people say, you've played quite a few games and games in a row. You've had a season now, but I know how my body is. Yeah. I can see how other people that have gone and come back, and it's been hard. I think I want to be as strong physically, mentally within the professional world as I can, and then when I go, really have a good crack at going and training hard, trying overseas, trying my luck to see where my career can end up and go and reach.
Was that what kind of gave you that hesitation to go overseas? Was it, I'm not ready, I might not make it, it might make me feel jaded and I might quit the game? Or
not so much. No, I'm very passionate about football, and it's one of my only passions, I guess, at the moment. So I don't think that is a big factor in my head. But yeah, it would be challenging, of course, living away from home. You know, new lifestyle, different language. But to be honest, yeah, if the right offer came, you can't say you wouldn't say no. But you know, I've re-signed at Wanderers. I'm happy at the moment, so I'll keep working hard here. And if something does come along in the future, yeah, I'll definitely consider.
What were those overseas clubs? Come on, it's just us. There's no one else here.
So as we spoke about, it's been a year where you cemented yourself in the A-League, and it kind of came at a time with your brother leaving to Melbourne City, opened that position for you. There was, I'm not going to say there wasn't any competition for it, but then it became you as that main player there. How was that with him leaving and then being there by yourself? Did it change how you were amongst the group or anything like that? How'd you find it?
Good question, because my mum said the same thing. Like, how is it without your brother? Training without your brother? How's the boys? How do they treat you? But yeah, it's good. It's the culture's actually, you know, it's I think it's reforming again at Wanderers where we're becoming a family again. And last few performances, I guess you can see on the field, it's shown. I mean, our last couple wins. Yeah, I was lucky to play a couple games with him before he left last season and this season, in pre-season mainly this season. So it was good playing with him. Very good. We work off each other. We're comfortable. I thought maybe at the start of my career it wouldn't go that way. I thought he'd be my toughest critic, but he ended up being, you know, very helpful, a good role model. Yeah, always encouraging me to do my best and happy for me when I did, you know, good things and had good games. So it was becoming a good partnership until, yeah, that's football, you know, until things happen and he had to go separate ways, and I'm happy for him. I hope he does, you know, good things over there. I hope we beat them when we play them, but I hope he does good things individually, you know, for himself.
So how much do you lean on his advice? Obviously, we were just speaking about the contract extension that you just took with Wanderers. Was he somebody that you lean on a lot for that, or? Yeah,
see, when he left, I think it was good for me to become my own person and my own player, and I think it was a good thing for me. And I didn't want him to leave, but it was a good thing for me in the case where, yeah, I had to be a bit stronger, be a bit more independent. Yeah. Yeah, he. Sorry, what was the question?
with the discussion.
We can cut that part. Yeah. It's not live, is it?
No.
When you were deciding whether am I going to accept this contract extension, am I going to go elsewhere? Like, you see somebody that you touched base with and took his advice on board.
Yeah, he told me what his he always has opinions. He's a very opinionated person. He told me his opinions and what he thought and, you know, experiences he had, and I had to take them in because he was obviously there before me. He's older than me. But yeah, I had to become my own person and not make my own choices, and if they're good, they're good. But, you know, if they end up being, at least I learn from it my own way. But yeah, it's good to get his point of view. My parents are big influences on me, and they've helped me through my career. So yeah,
we saw a great moment when your mum had the half City jersey and half Wanderers jersey. How'd she put that together?
Yeah, she just she's folded the shirts. It was actually a Man City jersey. People saw that.
She didn't want to buy a Melbourne City one.
They were commenting, but yeah, Kieran hasn't given her a Melbourne City jersey yet. So.
Oh wow! Maybe through this podcast, they might be able to listen. And Kieran, you better give your mother a jersey.
Yeah, when the season finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny. The A-League put it up on the page the other day. It was a bit of a laugh. Yeah. And yeah, I mean.
Now a question on a personal level. Do you have a special, I guess, ritual you do, but on game day or just before you kick off? Or is there something specific you do? I think it's great for some young kids to know. Yeah.
No, well, I'm a fairly religious person. I mean, it's fairly public. I've got a couple tattoos that are religious, and my mum's a religious lady, so she's taught me to, you know, to pray, and so I do my cross naturally now, and just pray that he watches over me and even my team.
Yeah. There's none of this shin pads a certain way and socks, one sock before the other.
I go left before right, but
always
something simple like that. No special undies or anything.
Okay, no
just left before right.
I heard you just keep the same undies. You don't wash them for the whole season.
The same ones since Blacktail.
Yeah.
Since Fairfield.
Yeah.
They're just a bit tight now. That's the other thing I was going to say, because your brother was there when he left. Do you think they just missed like They just thought you were him. That's why they just played you.
Yeah, they didn't
realise there was two of
just
you.
a younger version. No, it was good that, you know, he had a good couple of years of Wanderers, and now he's moved on. So, yeah, it's better for him to be happy to play football, you know.
Well, you just said he signed a 3.5 year deal.
Yeah, he signed 3.5 deal. So good on him. Yeah, he'll work hard there, and hopefully, you know, he can do good things in the rest of his career. He's moving on. He's getting old now.
Yeah.
So almost 30.
Oh wow, just taking shots.
Yeah.
And you also have a younger brother as well.
Yeah, younger brother.
And did you say he's 12?
Yeah, he's 11 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's massive age gaps between all three of you.
Yeah, there's 10 and 7 years between.
Wow. How's that growing up? Like, you know, your older brother's 7 years older than you. Younger brother's, was it 10 years?
Younger, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people always ask, is there much competition? Do you fight? I think the gap is too big.
To fight, yeah.
I mean, my brother's a bit too strong for me. I'm a bit too big for my little brother. So, yeah. We're just civil with each other. Mind our own business.
Do you like feel that you have to, you know, look out for your younger brother and help guide him in a way, or?
No, Kieran never really
did it for you.
Yeah, you know, he not in that way where he'd stick up for me with bullies and at school, and I think you have to become your own man. So I'll just let him be. He'll learn, and if he needs advice or if he ever needs me, I'll be there. But
you're not gonna hold his hand.
I'm not gonna.
No one held your hand, so you're not going to do that. So how do you find it? Like you've come in here, like we talk about development in Australia. Like we don't have the academies like overseas do, but we have there's a lot of like training facilities and individual coaches and stuff. Like do you find that important in the game in Australia? Yeah, because we don't have the academies and like a better, I suppose, development program.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think just that 1%. If you can do that a little bit extra, it'll benefit you and your game, personally and individually. Yeah, I think playing games is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. Yeah, fitness and becoming better, you know. But yeah, definitely, I think the factory has definitely helped me here at first phase, and a couple of the other boys have come. You know, Abe has been in, Stevie, Mario. And I'm good friends with Mario, and we love coming in, and I think it's helped us like, you know, move slowly to reach the next level where we train more, become better, you know, more aware with our bodies, and just improve our game, like individually, which is massive. Yeah,
because obviously you can't work on everything in a team environment or a team training session.
Exactly.
So do you find that it's critical that you must do something outside of like team, or do you think each to their own type of thing?
No, I think if you talk to the best players, not only in Australia but abroad, then they'll tell you that they did a lot individually, and I think it's important to do a little bit extra. It's always important if it's gym, if it's football. I've got a good gym in the factory that I've been using as well, and I think Wardy's a great strength and conditioning coach. And in the off season, I'll definitely be in here a lot, working with him and just getting stronger and developing.
Yeah. Well, I just lost my question there.
What's the biggest attribute you need for stepping from NYL level to A-League? Is it physicality? Is it being more technical? What's specifically something which you've seen? And, you know, possibly, you know, the factory did help you with that regard. Yeah,
I think it's definitely position specific. So everyone has the different traits and qualities, which makes a good team. In my position, technical. It's definitely physically demanding. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of running. We try to cover a lot of ground, but that's our job, and we do a lot of Ks. But then there's wingers and strikers where you want to do a lot of finishing. I think somewhere like first phase, you know. There's a lot of finishing that goes on, that's involved. So, you see people like Abraham come in and definitely you can see the improvement in his first touch, his finishing, just from being a friend, you know.
Yeah. So how have you found this year in regards to that, to speaking about it is a tough role as a six and it is physically demanding. So being a younger player and then having that responsibility within games, how have you found that it has developed? Has it made you mature? So obviously having this run of games that you've had this year, from playing here and there last year to now, have you found that it's forced you to mature quickly and to make decisions quicker and things like that as you're playing?
Yeah, especially this year. I think last year it was still a bit. It was, I was finding my feet. Had only a couple of good performances, but I couldn't string them together consistently. And this year, I had some. I feel like I've played some good games, had some good performances, which is through the faith of the coach. But yeah, definitely. What was I gonna say? Forgot. Sorry, Steve. I always forget your question.
I think Steve's get to be too technical with these questions.
Nah,
that's why.
I had knew what I was gonna say, and then I always say something else.
How has it affected your game this year with that runs and having matured as that 6?
Okay, that's at the start it was very demanding. I was saying last year it was I was still finding my feet, but this year's I feel like I've really developed and try put in a bit of extra work and feel much better this year. And at the start it was a bit scary and daunting. I thought maybe I can't do this. I think anyone's capable of but I thought maybe it's a big step up. And then as games go on, you start to grow thick skin and it becomes good and you relish the moments and you want them more and more and at the highest stage. So I think I'm maturing slowly and there's a lot more to grow, but
because you came into the squad as a right back originally, didn't you? In the early days, how did you find that? Whereas if you're one-on-one with players and you miss the tackle, then they're here to run, someone has to come off their player. So how did you find that to then now come moving back inside? Were you more comfortable?
Yeah, that was my avenue to the first team through right back. There was so many midfielders back in the day, so I was happy to just transition to train with the first team. So I would take what I can get. Right back was tough. Yeah, I've never played there before, so it was a bit more physically demanding. Like high speed wise, we had to sprint more and slow down and sprint. And
how much preparation did you get? Like how long before you knew that you were going to be playing right back? Did you get prepared for that? Was it leading into it or? Yeah,
Trevor, he transitioned me there probably the second year of NYL when he saw an opening for me to start training with the first team there. So he helped me out definitely there, and he played me a couple of NYL games there. I mean, it's not the same speed, but it definitely helped positional wise.
Yep.
So it was tough transition, but I think I gave it a crack, and I think I did all right. But I'm much more comfortable in the middle and prefer the midfield role, centre defensive mid.
So you never want to go back?
Yeah, well, if I have to, I'll play, but I'll do anything to play on the pitch. That's the main thing. But I definitely like centre mid the most.
So you scored your first goal this year. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's good to get my first goal. Me and my brother always teach each other that we can't shoot. So I finally just had a crack and rippled the net. It's a good feeling, celebration. Yeah, it was good. And I got a second, after a couple games. So it was the most I scored in one season before from centre mid, which is good.
What's your short and long term goals? Have you set any goals?
Yeah.
Or is there something you're not thinking about? You're just taking day by day?
Yeah, of course. Just go game by game is performance and consistency. I mean, of course, the Socceroos is a long-term goal. Everyone wants to play for their country. I'd love to represent, Socceroos. To go overseas would be a massive goal. Goal I want to achieve. To play in Europe, maybe Champions League. The top leagues in Europe, if possible.
Not the bottom leagues. Would you play though if you got an offer from, a random country or something?
Yeah, if the offer is good and right, and I feel like it's time to go abroad. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Why not?
Would you go play in India or something?
Maybe towards the end. I don't know about
retirement stage.
Yeah,
retirement stage. I was going to ask you, like, when you do the extra sessions, do coaches give you grief for it? Do they tell you off? Because we've heard coaches stories. The ones when they find out, even other players we've heard when they found out, they give players a bit of a talking to.
I think you do. I think all A-League teams and coaches will stay on top of that kind of stuff, especially if you're getting injured. But if you can manage it well, and if you're smart, I think you can do it. And if you're performing, then they're not going to complain. They're not going to, But if you're underperforming, if you're fatigued at training, if you're tired in games, then of course they're gonna pull you aside and
they're gonna blame something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you have questions, Steve?
We do have some questions. I was just curious, how many Ks are you doing a game at the moment?
I think I'm hitting that 11 mark now, 11K.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I really want to see the numbers of how that compares to the EPL, because I can't remember where I heard this from. Is that A-League players cover so much distance? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, the distance.
And there's a big difference between us and even EPL players. Well, we're running much more.
Yeah. I'm being pushed by my assistant and of course the coaching staff to start hitting more high speed meters. Yep. Yeah, so maybe a bit more box to box as a 6.
How much of a thing is that in your weekly? Is that a weekly discussion that you have? Are you given those stats weekly? Or
yeah. Our stats are given to us after every game. They're up on the board to look at, for everyone to look at, for everyone's stats to see, you know.
Yep.
And yeah, so the high speed ones are the main ones in now that coming into the game. If you can do them more often, then you benefit as a player.
Yeah. Alright, where do we start? There's a lot for you. The first one from Jared Lum. Who is a better player, you or Kieran?
Lummy. I think you played with my brother. Yeah, or his brother. And I don't know. I
think you're different players. Some parts are similar, but
I was gonna second that as well.
Yeah.
Some people might think they're very similar. There's actually a lot of traits that different. They do have that are very different.
Yeah, that's
I mean, even to the point where when you and Kieran were playing next to each other, it's not like you had the same player in the same position.
Sort of
it was actually quite a good connection because each player had different traits, and where you're a bit more aggressive compared to Kieran.
Yeah.
So who's better? You gotta make it's you or him. You gotta make a decision now.
I got 7 years to catch up, so.
He's conceded defeat.
No, not defeat.
A lot of these questions are about your brother. What's it like coming up against the big bro?
Oh really? Yeah, it's good. It's quality. They managed to beat us twice this year, and we beat them once on the weekend. But yeah, you just want to win. Like that's the main thing. If it's your brother, if it's your cousin, you just want to beat them and have that.
Is there banter in the lead up?
Nah, not really. I think we're
no talk until after the
league. No, we're pretty civil. Kieran was talking to me on game day. I think he knew I wasn't starting, but yeah, he was talking to me. We don't talk much about what's happening within the clubs and the starting lineups or anything, but yeah, just more banter after between us. Yeah. And my mum definitely adds into that banter. My dad will give it to my brother or give it to me.
Yeah.
So whose side do they take on it when you guys play each other?
Didn't you see the jersey?
Yeah,
she's half-half, 50-50.
Nah, but there's going to be
she's
my favourite child. Which one is it?
She's from Western Sydney, so I think deep down it's Western Sydney.
How do you cope with media pressure? You could also say /fan pressure as well, which is something we've spoken about the last couple of weeks with the boys.
Yeah, I think I'm becoming a bit more comfortable with it. When I first started, it was definitely a hard thing for me to get in front of the camera. I think live interviews were probably easier. When I was put on the spot. They were probably easier for me to talk. And
what was that?
I don't know. I just
didn't have time to overthink
it. Yeah, just whatever came out. But yeah, I think the ones at the club they're teaching us, so we're getting better, us young boys. I think I'm improving.
So that's something that you do.
It is something, that they try to help us on that to get better and to work on. Yeah, because it's a big thing in football nowadays, or on social media in general.
So how about for the fan pressure? Obviously, there's like we've spoken about. It's been a tough couple of years, and it's the year that you've been breaking into the team, and obviously the feedback from the fans hasn't been amazing. Is that something that you read, you avoid? Like, how does that deal with you mentally?
Yeah, as a footballer, you have to grow thick skin. I think my brother's taught me that because he's very strong mentally. Yeah, you can't say you can't worry, but you have to, believe in yourself and have faith. And and when you start performing, things can change. And if you have a good game and then you get complimented, there's always people. Going to be people that don't like you, so it's tough, and you hear, even if you don't read the comments, you'll hear someone, my mum might read it or my dad, and I tell them, it's alright, it's part of the game, but you'll still hear it, but
does it bother you?
Yeah, I think
someone's talking smack about you.
it used to when I was it used to, but
younger. But this year you felt
this year I felt a lot better. I felt more part of the team, part of the club. And then I signed another 3 years. But it's normal. I think it's normal.
Yeah. Do you just disregard it? Like you hear it, you're like,
I think you have to. Yeah, you have to, and you have to worry about trying to perform the best you can on the pitch. They don't see everything that happens behind the scenes.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, I mean, we train hard. We always try our best. We don't just, you know,
Yeah.
we don't not
So,
try and
yeah.
just, I think we always give it our all.
And it comes with playing with a big club as well, with a big fan base.
Yeah, they've had a good past, a good history.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll sit here and talk about EPL players and other top players where we have our opinion. So everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Good answer.
How do you stay calm under pressure?
I think mainly is my faith, you know, through, you know, my parents. As I said before, my mum's religious, and I think it's just faith I have that everything's going to be okay. Everything's, you know, everything happens for a reason. You know, there's a plan for us, you know, in life. So, yeah, just to have faith and work hard, that's the main thing. And if you work hard and do your best, there's anything you can do.
Yeah. Do you get nervous before games? Is it?
Not really. Sometimes I get a bit of butterflies, but I think it helps me. Yeah.
Best childhood memory? Random.
Childhood
one.
memory, yeah. Jeez, can't think.
It's got to be Blacktown City.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Those days.
Yeah, do you remember when Mario scored that goal against Apia?
Ah.
We all got yellows, and I ended up getting a red. Then that was my first red card. I was 13.
That's the day he started
Yeah,
this
that's the
history.
day where that was my first one. Never ever got one after that, but
And
until
it just
recently.
started
And
like
then
Pringles. Once you pop, you
But,
can't stop.
yeah, he won us the game. We all celebrated. We all went off the pitch, got a yellow, and then that was my second. So
Were there any times in your career where you thought you just couldn't do it anymore?
no, definitely not. I think when I was younger, when I was still developing, that was the only time where I thought, wow, these guys are bigger than me, or these boys are faster than me. And that's the only time I thought, you know, maybe I need to catch up, or I need to go away, work harder, and come back. You know,
That's when you started kicking people, right?
that's I had to if they were faster than me.
Here's a couple of things that are from your friends. Have you ever dogged your best mate's birthday for your missus?
Wow.
I know who that is. Yeah.
So what's
So
the
it's
answer?
No, I had football. Football, you know, football comes before partying, of course. I'm dedicated to my football, so I had to have an early night that night. So
What's it got to do with your missus, but?
yeah, well, I don't know. She might. She had to cook for me that night. So.
So that's a
Might have been there.
yes.
She might have been over.
So here's some more.
No.
How to deal with an intimidating coach. Obviously, Papa was a very different figure, I think, from the other ones that have come after that. How did you deal with people like that, or whether it was coaches that you had when you were younger?
Yeah, it's hard. With my personality, I'm a bit quiet. I rather work hard and show my talent. So yeah, I do find it hard when an intimidating coach, you know, comes along. But I think it's a good test for me. I think can't always be comfortable. I think they bring the best out of me, and I think Popovic really, you know, helped me move that next step from MPL and NYL to become a bit more ruthless. Yeah.
What advice would you have for a young up-and-coming player trying to make it?
Yeah, just to work hard. You know, if you have talent, work hard, and because hard work always, you know, it's over talent, and your talent will show the fitter you are, the stronger you are. I mean, how disciplined you are. If you can have a good diet, it always helps. Yeah, just the 1% things to help you along your career and be a professional.
Yeah. On that, you're obviously still a young player yourself, but have you noticed that the young players coming through are different? Are they the same to what they've been in previous years?
Yeah, everyone's different. You get young players that I think were similar to me, and I see that they're very quiet and a bit shy, and you think, like, I think now maybe that's not the best attitude to have. I think you should have a bit of confidence. I like players with a bit of personality. I like that. If I was a coach, I would like that. I think sometimes I show that on the field, but yeah, I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't talk in that in that manner. But I like players that come and that are confident and that give it a crack when they train with us, if it's with us or. Yeah, so sometimes like.
You ever kick any of the new ones that come?
No, I never do, but
Welcome to the
I
first
like
team.
it if they kick me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think it's good if they just have a crack, because ultimately everyone wants it's a job at the end of the day. Everyone wants one, and everyone wants a career. So, just to not be shy and give it a crack. Yeah, give it your all when you get a
So
chance.
just to be clear, you want new players to have a go at you.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, can you dance better than Mario Shabal? That's from
I knew
Abraham.
this question.
We need
was gonna
to
come.
block Mario from asking some of these
No,
questions.
that was from
No, it was
Abe.
Abraham.
Oh, was it from Abe?
I knew this question was gonna come. I had it prepared. I have to give Mars credit. He can dance, and he taught me what I know.
What's his moves?
Oh, I don't know. Just
Sprinkler.
pop and lock and yeah. He taught me. He taught me what I know, so I have to give him props.
So did you get out on the dance floor?
Nah, no. Maybe after a drink. Don't put that on.
You don't drink,
Nah.
ever.
Maybe after some waters.
A lot of these
Still getting Kieran stuff.
What are your thoughts on FIFA 19? I think that's from someone that knows you as well. Cameron Wright.
Yeah. It's I love the game.
I think you're saying that you're not very good and he beat you.
Oh really?
Saying?
No.
Are you good at it?
On my
That's-
day, I think I'm hard to beat. But
Have you
I
played
haven't found
Mario?
the team. Yeah, Mario's very good.
Yeah.
I
Have
haven't
you
not
beat him?
19.
Are you better than Abraham? Because I pumped Abraham.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. He's good. Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Oh, okay. We play PlayStation.
That's
So,
a difference,
it's a different,
We'll see
different ball
We'll
game.
see this off-season.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mario's really good.
Mario's good. That was FIFA 12. Mario was the best back then. I don't know about 19. I haven't found the right team. I think.
He would have been 12 at
Yeah,
FIFA 12.
yeah. we were playing more. We were playing more then. Now you don't get time to play as much. I
You got
think
a lot of downtime, man.
yeah.
That's what Mario's like. I'm just on the
I used
Xbox.
to always be Man City, but I think
Yeah, back then they would have been pretty crap.
Yeah, now I
Surely
think
it's Liverpool now.
no, but yeah, Bayern.
Just
I
the
use.
pace.
Yeah.
Who's the? Well, obviously, Man City's your club. Do you have a favorite player?
Yeah, I actually Sergio Aguero.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, he's one
that's
of
a good
my-
answer. As a United fan, I love Aguero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
Yeah.
not like him. I think he's amazing, sensational player.
What,
I know
what are your
he's a
thoughts on
striker.
Liverpool, honestly? Now you got in the title race, and we have a big Liverpool fan here.
Yeah.
What do you hear? What do you think?
I think I think
Which
they're
way is
good.
it gonna go?
My girlfriend actually likes Liverpool, so I can't slag him.
I think you need to ditch her, bro.
Wow. So you're gonna ditch your club for your girlfriend?
No.
Is that the case?
No, Man City, and I think Liverpool's gonna choke this year, and Man City will win it. No,
Yeah.
I think they're an amazing team. The
Mm.
front three, as you're saying.
In saying this, who was the
And the coach.
biggest player you ever played against? And someone you probably looked up. Have you played against a player that you looked up to, or
Yeah,
you're quite shocked to
I
be
was in-
on the same pitch as him?
I was in the squad against Shanghai last year in Champions League for Wanderers. I didn't get on, but we played the likes of Hulk and Oscar,
Oh yeah.
and they're massive were influences. I used to play with them in FIFA, and then seeing them in real life. I didn't get to.
What was it like seeing them up
Yeah. Oh, Hulk is a machine. His body is unbelievable. Oscar's Well, I think he nutted my brother that day. So, yeah, they're class above. That was probably the best. Memory.
Mm.
So you're looking forward to playing against Leeds then?
Yeah. I don't know too many players from Leeds, but I heard they're a quality side and
Yeah, well, they're doing really well in the Championship. They should go to the Premier League next
should go to
season.
Prem. Yeah.
Oh, they're going for promotion, are they?
Yeah, the top, man. Where you been?
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Marcelo
don't. They really
Bielsa's
focus on the champ.
converted that team.
I don't watch the championship, to be honest. So I don't know
Yeah, that'd
too
be
much about
good
it. Yeah.
test.
Do you watch a lot of football?
Yeah. I definitely used to more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot more. A bit more tired now physically, so I'll fall asleep if it's
Do you watch
if
A
it's
League?
late. Yeah, I definitely watch A League. Yeah.
Do you watch it because you like it, or you watch it to suss out what's happening? Who's
Yeah, a bit
to
of
watch?
both. Yeah, I enjoyed watching it before I played. Yeah, and when I played in the youth ranks. Yeah, just to see to what. Yeah, I also sussed it out to see the level.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it was I think it's enjoying. It's good football. It's good football and it's physical and strong and people underestimate how fast it is on the field. You
Yeah.
know, I think the quality is getting better and better. And yeah,
Who's the toughest player you've gone up against in the A League?
in the A League.
Yeah.
Troisi's,
Yeah.
I always say he's very good. He's hard to handle. Yeah, I mean Honda was good this year
Yeah.
Mm.
when we played them.
Who's your favorite A League player? Do you have one? Have you had one? Even in the past, like
In the past.
Mario Chabert, sure.
Yeah, definitely. When he gets on.
Everyone's favourite
We have to
When he
delete that
gets on.
question from him.
So do you find that you don't watch it as much now? Obviously that it's your job and it's full time and what you do, and you cemented in where you are. Do you find that you don't watch it because it does feel like work a little bit, or you just want to get a mind away from football and do something else? Or
Yeah, no, I don't really have that. A lot of people do say that. I don't really have that mind frame. I think I'm so passionate about it. I love it. Yeah, I love watching when Man City play, especially the big games. It's so good to watch and how good they are and the quality. And you see some big score lines over there and you think, how's that possible? But yeah, just, the quality is unbelievable. So yeah, it's still good to watch. Even the A-League, I like watching. Yeah, to see.
How'd you end up following Man City?
Yeah, it was through Aguero when he shifted from Atletico.
Yeah.
I sort of just followed him.
had nothing to do with them
And
winning,
then,
or
yeah.
All the $1 billion
Yeah, there was
the
a bit
Arabs
of money
pumped
there.
in.
Yeah. And then all my mates had a team, so I had to be individual.
Now, I mean, me and Steve could probably sit here all night and discuss what the A-League requires to grow and whatever it might be. In your opinion, as a footballer, I mean, everyone is entitled to opinion, but as a footballer, I mean, you're inside and you can see everything. What do you feel like we lack as a footballing nation?
I think the competitiveness in the fact where the promotion relegation would be good, but before that, I think more teams in the A-League
Yeah,
to make it more competitive. So it's not you're not versing the same team every couple of weeks. I mean, it's still the games are very competitive and it's still it's still good now. But yeah, the new teams that are coming in are definitely going to make it a lot better, and even for the fans. Yeah, I think it'll be more exciting.
In terms of player welfare, as a player, do you get looked after well?
Yeah,
Not
definitely.
by the club, I mean by the league as well. Do you feel like
Definitely,
sometimes with the scheduling of games and...
Yeah, definitely. I think the PFA definitely take good care of us.
Okay.
Yeah, the coaches say that it's soft now for us compared to when they played. So
Back
Probably
in the day,
The NSL days, yeah. There probably can get away with no shin pads.
yeah, there's a part in January where there's a lot of games, but as a player, I prefer to play games than train.
Sit
I think,
around,
yeah,
yeah.
most players would. So
Didn't get back into
yeah,
preseason.
it's a game, a couple of days, it's just recovery, and then it's another game. I think.
how have
That's
you
the
found
best.
the introduction of the international break this year?
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't
good.
think you really see much of the
Yeah,
international
we don't
break.
see much of it.
In a way, 'cause
Yeah.
We'll train through it, or it won't help us in the fact where when we have a lot of games, we won't be in that period. So, yeah, we still train through it. So, but it's good to have that, mental and physical rest.
Has it been
on the
different
weekend.
from other years to actually have that break?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I went away. I've been away with the young team, so sometimes I don't get that break. But it's good to stay fit and get high quality games in anyway.
Yeah. And are you ready do you reckon the Olyroos are ready for the Asia Cup? Because there's some really good teams. I mean, I was watching some highlights from some of the other nations. It's going to be quite challenging. Do you think you guys are for it?
Yeah, of course. I think we are. I think the boys have developed. I think it's a good team. Everyone's, up for the fight. And there are good teams. Asia's growing and the gap's becoming smaller between them and us. And you saw in the last Asian Cup how good the teams were at the highest level. So it wouldn't be too much different in the 23s. But I think, we're ready. And we're going to do our best to make the Olympics. If I'm in the squad, and even if I'm not, I hope the boys make it. I hope they push for big things.
Yeah.
Hopefully I am.
Hopefully you should be there. What's your background?
I was born in South Africa.
Yeah.
So I was 9 months when I came to Australia.
Yeah. So your parents South African?
Parents are both South African, but we're Aussies
Through and through.
through and through.
So would you consider playing South Africa?
Yeah, I saw this question for Abraham, but no, I don't. I mean, maybe towards the back end if things didn't work out. Yeah, but my soccer is my main focus. Yeah.
That's good. That's probably bring us to the end. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
It's good to have a chat with you.
Thank you.
Suss
Thanks
you
for
out
having
a
me.
bit. Yeah. No, you appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you in the off season as well.
Yeah, it's
Doing
been
some
good
more
training.
stuff in here. So till the next episode, we'll see you guys later.
I'm always here, so.
See you guys.